Good morning. The time is 6:26 a.m. The date is 21st of August 2019. The day is Wednesday. In Hebrew Econology T993, the soul that rules Wednesday when it goes into a boy is called Kweku. When it goes into a girl, it's called Ikua. And the characteristics of the soul is as follows. Advocate, controlling. An example of such a person with such a soul is Ghana's current president, Nana Kweku Akufo-Addo. Controlling and advocate. You be the judge for yourself. Today we're visiting the soul of Kweku and Ikua, controlling and advocate. Let's see what they give us. My name is Kojo. It means I was born on a Monday. It means the soul that lives in me is Amon. The characteristics in Hebrew Econology T993 of the soul is Bajo, the peaceful child, the calm child, the peaceful seed, the calm seed. What are we going to learn today? We're not learning today. We're making an argument of law, controlling and advocate, an argument of law. What argument are we making? We are making an argument today, an argument against the BURKA. An argument against the BURKA. But we're going to prove this by the words of the Quran, by the words of the Bible, by the words of science, by the words of Hebrew Econology T993, and by the words of Egyptology, and by the words of Freemasonry. We're going to prove this by encompassing all these faiths together to prove that the BURKA, is wrong. Not just these faiths, Buddhism, Hinduism, everything, every faith on this face of this planet, including science, every belief, to prove, a case against the wearing of burqas. So we're going to start off, with a few explanations. First, the reason why we're all here, religion is here saying it wants to lead you to life being God. Any religion, beliefs, any belief is here saying they're trying to lead you to life, even the ones that don't believe in a God say they're trying to lead you to the source of life, because whether we believe in a God or not, because we're alive, it means there's a source. Now when you think about it, even if you don't believe in a God, then you could say the source you think, we are from, then that is the source, that is God. You could think about it that way, So get this. Now that we have the understanding that science, Egyptology, or everything they did was trying to lead us to life, 4 sides of a pyramid, water, earth, air, sun, the 4 things that make up life, iconology, any of the ologies, yeah, philosophy and everything, and wisdom, they're all trying to lead you to life. So let's now explain what is life and why does life. So we're making the argument for life. Yeah, we're making the argument for life against the BURKA. Yeah, so watch. What is life? Life is 20% earth, 80% water. Air is absolute, yeah, and the sun for growth. In Hebrew Iconology T993, you see air. We call it emframa. Infra means to be wrapped. So you see, when you take a cloth and you wrap your whole body, yeah, you wrap your whole body like burqa, the ones where they cover even their eyes. Yeah, so you wrap your whole body from crown, going all the way down. Yeah, infra, yeah, and then ma means full. So you are to be wrapped all over, and then you are to be filled, yeah, with it. That's air. You are to be wrapped all over, and then you are to be filled full with it. Inframa, yeah, one. So 20% earth, 80% water, inframa, and sun. Yeah, sun, we call it area. Watch this. These four things need to come together to a tip. Yeah, to a tip. And then the human would be said to have connected life. And this is what your religions, your beliefs, your maths, your English, your everything, your tree, your Krobo, your Tanzanian, your Indian, your Pakistani, your Muslim, your Hindu, your this, your that. This is what they're trying to lead you to. Or this is what they should be trying to lead you to. But watch this. If it is these four things that have to come together to give you life, then it means, yeah, if your religion and your science and your belief and everything was truly trying to lead you to life, yeah, then it means that they had to look, yeah, for the absolute source of these four things that give you life, and understand the absolute source of these four things that give you life. And then at the end of these four things, yeah, at the absolute source of these four things that have to come together to give you life, there, they should find either God sitting there, or they should find a better understanding of God from that point. Yeah, good. The funny thing is, yeah, the Hebrew iconology language of tree says, you see, air, yeah, it has to wrap you fully, yeah, and fill you full, absolute inside and out, yeah. So watch this. How if these are the four things that your creator and your belief, yeah, we put together, yeah, to make sure that you are here today, to be praising him, or to be believing in him, or to be practicing the art of it, yeah, then how think, yeah, how can the same creator, yeah, tell you to deny yourself of one, or two, or three, or four? How can the creator, yeah, order you to deny yourself of the biggest gift he gave, life? Let me tell you what a BURKA does, yeah, and I can prove it scientifically, yeah, and everything. Watch. Because, yeah, the BURKA is wrapped around you, especially from the moment you leave. So if you're at home, you're probably okay, yeah, but you're indoors, you're not fully accessed, yeah, because you're behind closed doors and whatnot, yeah, so you're not fully accessed. You're not fully accessing air in Frama life. Yeah, the walls of your house, yeah, are aesthetic. Yeah, they're filled with paint and whatnot, and it's not earth. You're 20% earth, but natural earth. The air in your room, your absolute air, but natural air. Do you understand what I'm saying? The water, yeah, the water you drink, yeah, this water goes inside you. Yeah, you take it inside and then it works its way. Listen, it works its way through your body and comes out. Yeah, sometimes as piss, sometimes as sweat. But it needs access to the sun and the air in the air. It needs it. It needs it. You understand what I'm saying? So in Frama, your body needs to be covered full. All these 4 elements, yeah, you need to be exposed to them naturally. Yeah, you need to be exposed to them naturally. And then this helps, yeah. Listen, this helps for the growth, yeah, of everything about you. But get this. Think, you the human, 20% earth, a different type of energy. 80% water, a different type of energy. Air, absolute, a different type of energy. Sun, around the clock, 12 hours on, 12 hours off. But watch, yeah, a different type of energy. You're a combination of 4 different types of very volatile, powerful, absolute energies. Why? Everything you see in front of you, see nuclear weapons, yeah, it's just Earth. It is just Earth. It's not that powerful. Do you know why? Because what do you call it? The sun's power, yeah, is bigger than all nuclear weapons put together. Just the sun. The wind can wipe up. Listen, they can throw an atomic bomb, yeah, and you see the wind. It can suck its power. It can suck its power if it chooses to. You see water, yeah? If water chooses to, they can throw an atomic bomb and water can suck its power. You understand what I'm saying? These are the 4 volatile energies that make up you. That's how great you are. You're made up of the 4 most powerful energies in the world. Yeah, or well, in life. And it is the combination of these 4 powerful energies that make up life. So it means, you see, in order to empower yourself, yeah, you need to always access these 4 energies. But what does that create? It creates the ultimate weapon. And how? Because you see, to hold these 4 energies together, yeah, you need the ultimate glue. Think about it. A carpenter or a welder, yeah, or anyone doing anything that needs to hold things together, they need a glue. It's just that the human is too stupid and incapable, yeah, and not at the brilliance level of God, yeah, to create a glue that is self-replicating. And because it's self-replicating, it means once applied, that's it. They would never need to apply that glue, because the glue will keep regenerating itself to make sure that this item, yeah, stays intact. Yeah. How would you produce such a glue? How would you produce such a glue? It's simple. If you, yeah, want to produce such a glue, you have to get the absolute best of these 4 elements. So you have to distill earth, yeah, to its absolute cleanest best. You understand what I'm saying? You have to distill earth to its absolute cleanest best. 1, 2, air. You have to distill air to its absolute best. 3, water. You have to distill water to its absolute best. Good. Sun. You have to distill sun to its absolute best. Now the process, yeah, of distilling these things, yeah, is example. How would I give it? Imagine big, big, yeah, and then from big, yeah, reducing, reducing to the point, yeah, where the human eye is incapable of detecting it, and then further reducing, yeah, to the point where any most powerful human computer is unable to detect that, and then reducing further past the possibility of us inventing anything that will detect it. Is practically what? In the air. When you get the absolute best of these four things together, yeah, you have got the eons, the word medication, yeah, the last bit, ION, you have got that of the item, ION, eon, that makes up the word medicata, eon, medication, yeah. When you distill anything to its absolute, yeah, you will get to that bit. But that bit, yeah, the human can't access. Now this, when you get to the four bits of these things, you put those four things together. When those four things attract, it's like now they recognize each other. That concoction, yeah, is called in science laminin 111. Laminin, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. This formula, this particular enzyme is called laminin the Father, laminin the Son, and laminin the Holy Spirit. So you see where science and religion are coming intertwined with each other. Yeah? You will see a depiction of laminin. Yeah, watch this carefully. You will see a depiction of laminin. It looks like many things. Sometimes you will see it as a staff with one snake wrapped around it on your ambulance. Sometimes you will see it as a staff with two snakes wrapped around it within medicine, pharmacy, pharisee, the Pharaoh's people, pharmacy, yeah? You see it. Sometimes you will see it as a long stick with points on it, points, which in Indian religions and other, they'll call the chakra points. And then you will see a twine, which this time is not a snake. So in religion is represented as a snake, but in science is represented as a long stick, yeah, but not a stick, a line, yeah, with dots on it, yeah, at different points, and then a twisted vine, so red and blue because oxygen and blood, right? So basically, laminin is the point where everything about you is mixed together and distilled, yeah. So oxygen and blood, yeah, and it's twined around it, and then one will end up going to the left, and one will end up going to the right, yeah, and then the bar will go through that. So it's a depiction of the cross. The same thing Jesus Christ said, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit said, yeah, he when he goes up, he's going to sit at the right hand side of life. What would life be? You are 20% earth, you're 80% water, you're air, absolute, and you're sun. So Jesus is saying he's going to be sat at the laminin pool, laminin 111 pool. Why? Because it is where the best of you was made, and that's your beginning. So Jesus is going to be sat at the laminin 111 pool. What does this mean? It means you see the best of you, yeah, is the four energies that make up life. So you see you also need to be exposed to the best of what life is. So any religion that tells you, yeah, to cover your hair while you walk in the sun and doesn't explain it properly, yeah, is trying to starve you of life. Why? Because your skin is not breathing properly. One, your whole body is unbalanced. Two, if you cover your eyes, it means you're restricting vision when our vision is meant to grow. Three, yeah, when everything is imbalanced. And let me prove this to you. You see, there are some indicators Nanenya God gave the human, and gave life in general for us to know when we are being exposed to life. Listen, when we are being exposed to life. Why? Because when you're being exposed to life, then you will become laminin rich. Because if you get your 20% earth naturally, yeah, and then you get your 80% water naturally, and then you get exposed, yeah, to absolute air naturally, and then you get exposed to the right rays of the sun naturally. It's a combination of these four things that make up who you are. But at their finest molecular level, laminin pool, laminin 111, where Jesus Christ said he's going to be sat. Yeah? So, anyone trying to lead you to life, yeah, should be telling you first, yeah, how to expose yourself, yeah, and how to scientifically, yeah, and religiously and whatever, and believably and whatever, yeah, expose yourself to these. And then that person should be telling you, or that religion should be telling you, it is at that point of life, at the beginning of you, that's where you will see your maker. Because a potter, yeah, it is at the beginning. Yeah, it's at the beginning, the first clay he put down. And you understand what I'm saying? That's where the pot actually started. What you see is the end of it. We are the end of the job. But there's a beginning of the job. Do you see what I mean? So get this. You see the combination of these four things and the secretion of laminin, yeah? Laminin itself wants our body, yeah, because it's a self-generating glue, yeah? So it's a glue that from the beginning, yeah? So let me show you how you were born, and let me show you how this is described in Islam, yeah? Muhammad says, yeah, that life was made from a drop of blood, yeah? He's right and he's wrong at the same time. Watch, yeah? Your mom, yeah, her egg that she carried, yeah, it had, yeah, everything minus one. It had air, it had water, yeah. Your mom is the master of water, yeah. That's why they say that's why they say mermaid. The woman is a water what do you call a magician. She takes on seas. She plays around with water to sustain life. You understand what I'm saying? Naturally. So watch this. Your mom's egg had everything. Your mom had already loaded it up with laminin. Yeah. From herself. Yeah. From herself. But a baby is made from two. Yeah. And so get this. Your mom already has laminin. So the laminin has been collected into the egg. Yeah. From earth, water. Yeah. And earth, water, and air, and also her food, but not her food. Yeah, your mom's body at this stage actually, yeah, limits that, because get this, you see your dad, that's the only shit he's about to add. Sperm, but the sperm, you see the sperm, it is what you call it, it is earth, but it's earth encoded with your dad's messages, because you're born of two. Yeah. You see, when the earth digs his way, yeah, when your dad's earth, which is still alive, digs his way and gets to the egg, it doesn't stay alive and just transform into something. It's dissolved. Your body is a chemistry set. Your mom's egg, the egg is a chemistry set. It will then dissolve, yeah, between the time the sperm settles, yeah, it will dissolve it. And it is dissolving it to extract all that, yeah, laminin pool, yeah, that's been combined at the best of its level. But see how tiny the sperm is. That's how much, yeah, life needs. So now imagine how small distillation can get. You understand what I'm saying? But laminin will take, the body will take that tiny little thing, not kill it, dissolve it, and then distill it, yeah? It's still alive. Each distillation level is still alive, but at its smallest molecular level. And it will get to the point where your mom's 4, laminin 4, one. So laminin pool 111, your mom's, and your dad's laminin pool 111 will be put together, and then once a unique glue just for you has been created. Now you start to develop. And you start to develop laminin, because your mom's body is designed, to no matter how dirty your mom is, no matter how filthy your mom is, no matter how wicked your mom is, and no matter how much poison she puts into you, because an egg, and believe you me, if you're that filthy, you can't develop a good egg in order for it to even give birth. You understand what I'm saying? But you can be filthy and still get an egg, because your body is still going through for the finest out of the junk. For the finest out of the junk that it can get. So your baby can come out deficient in many things, because your body could only stretch, because it is you. The onus is on you. If you want it, then give it to yourself. That's why you were given the body, right? The onus is on you. So Muhammad talks about the drop of blood. It's not a drop of blood. It's the distillation. It's the distillation to the final point. To create a laminin pool. So he's talking about it from the point. From the point of where the heart. Because get this, when the baby is coming, listen, you see aliens. Look at every alien face you've seen. Is the developmental stage. Of the fetus. Look at it carefully. Look at the fetus's head. Every alien's face, is resembling a stage of development, of the fetus. All them alien faces you see, they are faces that you know. They are your faces. Yes. You do remember yourself. It's just that we see the human as we see the human, and we don't see the human in all the human's transformations. A fetus is not a fetus. A fetus is you at that point. This is how you looked at that point. This is what you looked like at that point. You look like a dickhead. You had a tail and you were like that. You weren't. But we ignore that bit. Listen. We take a picture from the day we're born. And say, oh, I used to look so cute. Oh, that's me as a baby. We should be saying, oh, that's me as a fetus. Oh my God. And then we should start comparing me as a fetuses. And you realize that every me as a fetus, if I tell you that I've seen an alien, and you tell me you've seen an alien, when we go to draw it, let's go and look at every single stage of our fetuses. We're just drawing, ourselves. I'm telling you, we're just drawing ourselves. But get this, the finest point of life is these 4 things. The BURKA restricts you. And I was telling you, you see the combination of these 4 things making the glue of life. As it's self-regenerating, it means it eventually becomes waste. But can you imagine the waste of the most precious things in life? Even that, becomes precious. Let me explain it to you. You see, as these things, you're giving yourself the right earth, and you're giving yourself sun, water, and air, the right way, These things, keep regenerating good and then creating the glue of life, the laminin pool, which binds you together. So you're nice, you're thinking straight, everything's good, But as this thing is regenerating, anything that's regenerating has to be wasted, So if it has to be wasted, it has to come out somewhere. And let me explain, what laminin is, as a waste, You see your nails and your hair. Are you listening to me? They're not going to tell you. They say keratin, But listen, your nails and your hair, They are, yeah, the finest part, yeah, of your makeup made, yeah. And then get this, yeah, is every enzyme that's good for you put together that comes out as nails and hair. So how are you meant to tell that you're not doing too well? Listen, you see your nails, yeah, and your hair, yeah, it's growth, it's shine, it's healthiness, it's strength, it's everything, it's fullness, it's massness, yeah, is the greatest indication. Listen, the greatest indication of your health, yeah, of your health. Because why? It is the combination of earth, water, and air, yeah, that will be then sat on by the sun, which is the chemistry bouncing burner, yeah, that will give, yeah, the push for these three to mix and add energy to the free energies, yeah, that secrete. Your hair is a secretion. Yeah, you listen. Your hair is you're toothpaste. Yeah, you're toothpaste, and the pressures in your body, yeah, are squeezing. But get this, all this squeezing, yeah, it squeezes out the best oils in you, yeah, to the absolute point, yeah, from the creation pool, from in, out. And that's how it's distributed through the channel of your spinal column. That's why there's a what? There's a staff. It represents the human spinal column. Why? Because it's the middle of you, the center point of you, the gravity of you. Yeah, and get this, is the perfect distribution. You see the snakes I was telling you about, and you see the twines I was telling you about. It's your rib cage. Yeah, it's your rib cage. It's a representation of your rib cage. So can you imagine how Jesus was hanged on a cross? Yeah, that's the representation of laminin 111. You see where religion, science, and beliefs. You see the Baphomet. Yeah, he sits down and there's a stick. Yeah, and two snakes. That's laminin. So they're trying to say he is the owner of 6 hours, 6 hours, 66 moon. 6 hours, 6 hours, 66 sun. So they're saying he's the owner of heaven and earth. Yeah. And since the sun is the is the last thing is the first thing that's needed for life, as the sun came first. Yeah. So get this: if he holds laminin, what does he hold? It means he is sat in Jesus' spot. That's what the devil's saying. That's what they're saying. That if he's holding the laminin, because the laminin is the laminin pool. That's why when you're ill and the ambulance turns up, they've got a laminin on there because you are disturbed at some kind of molecular level. They just don't know. But they are unable to touch the laminin. But get this, the BURKA, yeah? The BURKA destroys all these four things. The BURKA actually leads you away from life. And whoever you say you are, whatever your religion, whatever your God is, yeah, it is life. We're not here, yeah, to look for our way to death. And if your religion does look for its way to death, then it's stupid. Why? Because then why are you alive? You should be killing yourself. That's how you look for death. You look for death by actioning death. So if your religion is based on death, then you should be killing yourselves. Because that is the end of your search. You're looking for death and you found death. But your religion should be teaching you about life. And life is living on and showing that yes, that your religion is truthful. Any church, yeah, is taking you away from God. What do they say? Yeah, come to church. But a church, you've been restricted from you've been restricted from natural life. You've been restricted from life. Mosque, same thing. Hindu temple, same thing. Sikh temple, same thing. Yeah? Listen, headbands, yeah, of any sort, yeah. Same thing. Why? You're being restricted from the thing that God gave you, and they're telling you it's God who said be that. So you're saying God is restricting you away from Him. Yeah, let me tell you, yeah, I can prove, yeah, that this in effect, yeah. You see, most yeah of the African countries, yeah, fought against Islam. Yeah, that's why Islam, yeah, at first did not come to mainland Africa. Yeah, and then get this. They realized, yeah, listen, to attack the human, yeah, and to be successful, you have to attack the human at the laminin level. At the laminin level. If you disturb the human's laminin level, then you weaken the person. Then when you weaken the person, you can control the person. Yeah? That's why if you look, people who are not exposed to too much laminin, yeah, they tend to come from regimes, yeah, which are very oppressive. And they seem to be okay with it, and they seem to accept it, yeah, because they're being shown away from God, but but God is being used, yeah, to sit on them, yeah. So get this, yeah. We're trying to lead you to God, yeah. The things that God gave, we're restricting you from it. Your eyesight is meant to get in touch fully with air and everything, yeah. Your whole body, inframa, yeah, but we're restricting you from all that, yeah. What should your religions be telling you? I don't care what religion you are. If you're Muslim, if you're whatever, yeah. But it should say meet us at the beach. Why? Because the beach is the one place, yeah, that these four things, yeah, meet. And there should be only a certain time you should be in the mosque or in a church. Because why? I'll explain all that to you in a minute. I'll use, yeah, a formula, a scientific and mathematical formula to explain that to you. But in a minute, watch. Yeah. So there's a time. So I was telling you, yeah, there's a time to go under the sun for the human being. Why? Because that time, yeah, the sun is not so strong, and that's actually when the growth hormones, yeah, are given, yeah. So the human should be under there, but at this time, the human should be fully exposed to it, fully exposed, so they can receive in abundance everything that the sun is going to give each day, 7 days a week. Each day, 7 days a week. Yeah. After that, yeah, it gets really hot. Yeah. That time, yeah, is the time you wear a burqa. You don't have to wear a burqa. But if you have to wear a burqa, you wear it, yeah, to protect yourself. And I'm going to explain it using a game. Yeah, a Hebrew iconology game. And I'm going to show you that they took us off one time, yeah, and they put us on another time to confuse us. Yeah, I'm going to explain Freemasonry, I'm going to explain Hebrew iconology, I'm going to explain Egyptology, I'm going to explain English, I'm going to explain life. Listen to this. They say time, yeah, is morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Main. 666 466. They say that's what time has been divided into. It's not me saying it. That's what they say, and that's what that's what you've been learning in school. You understand what I'm saying? 24 hours in a day, we've got 6-hour slots, and these 6-hour slots have been split into what? 4. Yeah, into 4. If you don't believe me, please, why don't you grab a pen and we'll go through it slowly, and then you understand, because we're making a case for life. Yeah, we're making a case for life, a case against the burqa. Yeah, if anything, I'm going to show you, yeah, that if you had to wear a burqa, then the scientific logical sense and the godly logical sense that there's a time for it. So I'm going to give you, yeah, 2 understandings of time, yeah, and you see which one, yeah, you believe Nanenyame gave us, yeah. Okay. 6 morning, 6 hours, afternoon, 6 hours, evening, 6 hours, night, 6 hours. That's the accepted normal variation of time. Yeah, good. But notice how 66666 again, the number of the beat 666. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, cool. But let's come to the Hebrew iconology or a time code that Nananyame gave us. You see, most people do not actually understand the Oware game. But those that do, yeah, those that do. Yeah, and let me explain it to you. Hebrew accounts were given a time code, yeah, which goes like this. There are 6 holes in front of you, 6 holes in front of me. In each hole will be 4 seeds, yeah. So 6 times 4 equals 24. Same as 6666. Same as the English time, we come to 24. Okay, so watch. How would I represent this? They've given you, yeah, 4 6-hour clocks and put them, yeah, into one and called it a 24-hour clock. But that's because they've compressed your time. They've compressed time, yeah, into 4 6 slots. Okay, but my people have done the same thing. They've compressed time into 6 4-hour slots. So they've given you more slots whilst you've been reduced by up to 2 slots. So what is the significance of 2 extra pots? And what is the significance in breaking your time down from 6666, yeah, to 444444, or breaking your time down from 444444 to 6666? Let me show you. It's all in the names of the times, yeah? So the word morning, it means jack shit. It means that time before that time, innit? Yeah? It has no relevance to your health. The word afternoon, yeah, the time is after the noon. The noon was before this time, and we're after the noon now, so it's no longer noon. Jack shit. Evening. Well, technically, we've got 24 hours in a day, and the 24 hours ends at 12 p.m. But evening starts at 6. But the word to even something means to cut the thing in half. So it means the 24-hour section of the evening would have been in the afternoon at 12. You feel me? Because right now we've only got what? 25% left of the day. We've only got 6 hours left. So we're not really evening out our day, are we? We're quartering. We've got quarter left. You see? And then the last one, night. It means jack shit. Yeah. It's dark, innit? It's dark. Yeah, man, it's dark. Yeah? But watch. In Hebrew Iconology T993, yeah, we've got the game called Owari. And I put it to you, this game is a game to teach you about how Nananyame wants you to live. Let's take you through it. This is my case, yeah, against the BURKA. In the first pot, we got 4 hours. That pot is called againST. Ade means something or everything. Ache means has been caught. Has been caught. AgainST. Well, it's 12 midnight or past 12 midnight. If you're not awake but you're breathing, you have caught something. Yeah? What have you caught? You've caught time. How? The next day. The next 24 hours. And if you've caught time, technically you have caught everything because everything is time. But we don't know if you've caught every moment of time yet. We just know at the moment you're breathing, so you're into it the next day. So you've caught some of it and you've caught something, but we don't know. 4 hours of that, you're sleeping. Okay, that's the first pot. See the second pot, yeah? Oh, sorry. So imagine each clock, each 1 hour seed, yeah, each seed is actually worth 60 minutes. So each seed is a 1 hour clock. So you start from the first one. When you finish the first 1 hour, imagine a Z, comes onto that clock. So you put that clock to sleep. When you move on to the second one, that wakes up. We start counting 60 minutes down. When you move on to the third one, Z on 2, wake up, When we're finished with that part, we come to the second part, Now, the first part, you're sleeping, so there are no instructions. So all 4 clocks are called the same name. But the second part, you're not sleeping sometimes, You're awake because it's time for the farm, it's time for work. That part is called, 4 clocks. Let me tell you, the first clock is called Machi. Machi is a greeting as well. What does that mean? Ma means I, Chi means court. I court. I have court. What have you caught? Time. But when you meet someone, that's the greeting. You're letting the person, I caught it all, and the person also responds, yo, machi, and respects the same back. I'm also telling you, I've also caught time, machi. Okay, that's 1 hour. The next 2 parts, the next 2 hours are called ahum achi. Ahum achi. Ahum means breath, to breathe. Achi, means to catch. So to catch your breath. What does that mean? You've just woken up. You've just said machi and you know you've caught something. But what have you caught? And now they're saying you've caught something, but go and catch your breath. So watch this. What is ahumachi? What is go catch your breath? It is the first Hebrew exercise of the day. And why at that time? It's because it is at that time that the air, the atmosphere is the cleanest. The trees have been pumping oxygen all night and sucking the carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere all night while we're sleeping, not making a fuss, not making dirt, not making noise, not making pollution. So the trees have had time to suck it all in. But at the same time, they've had to release their natural air, oxygen. They've had to release that. And the dust has not risen. So you breathe. But this breathing, you see your heart is the engine of your body, man. And your body, your car. We fight to give our car water. Like someone go, hey, never take the car without checking the oil. Never take the car without checking the oil. And get this. They're rushing that person to go and do this thing, and whilst that person is trying to eat. So they want the car's oil and the car's everything to be okay, but they don't realize that person eating, although they might think the person is late, that's the person's oiling. So get this, they're putting a non-oiled properly, non-gassed properly person behind the wheel. But they've gassed the car properly, so it gets into the accident properly. So ahumachi. You need to give. The air is an absolute. The air also pushes filthy gases out of your system. It cleans your system. It gives absolute energy that your body is going to use to fire gas. To burn your fat. But there's a time of the day where you should concentrate on it. That time is ahumachi. 2 hours. Like pumping your muscle, your arm. You go to the gym and pump it. You need to do that to the heart, the one heart that allows you to do that. The absolute. If your heart stops beating, that's it, you're gone. You can't pump anything. So you need to make sure your heart is strong. The only way to do that is at ahumachi. 2 hours. No one should be wearing a burqa at this time. No one should be wearing a burqa. You should be trying to breathe as much air. Your body should be inframa inside and out. At this time, everything you do, if your environment allows it, try and be as naked as possible. You see children, they're liars. They don't tell the truth. Why? Because you see when they wake up and they're running around naked, and they don't want you to clothe them. They're actually trying to tell you something. It's us that are not listening. At this time, I should be naked. I should be accessing air, fully. I should be accessing everything, all the growth hormones. I should be, in the morning, I shouldn't be getting ready for school. I should be getting ready to actually go and have my first play. Yeah, which is the breathing in play. Okay, 2 hours. The last clock in that one now is called Anopa. Ano means mouth, pa means good. So mouth good. What do you mean by mouth good? I've just had 2 hours of, the first absolute energy. Air. So I've eaten already. Now I need to make my mouth good, so I brush my teeth, yeah? But I need to put food in my mouth as well. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna access, food that now has 80% of me in there. Yeah? I'm not gonna have fried food. I'm gonna have water-based food. So, soups, yeah? Why? Because I need 80%, water, but I also need, 20% earth. So soups with loads of veg, loads of veg, This one has to be, not sugary sweet, but more a sweet one. Do you know why? Because it can't be peppery. It's too early for pepper, A little tiny pepper on the side, but that's it, And a lot of fiber based addition as well. It needs to be warm. Why? Because I'm actually topping up, my 20% earth and 80% water. And I've already had my air. You understand what I'm saying? I'm making my mouth good. Now, when all these things, plus my earthy shake, which is water and earth based again. Once I've had all these things, I've loaded the body. I have loaded the body with a lot of enzymes, with a lot of things, that I'm now going to tell the chemistry what my body is, Quickly take the enzymes out of this, and fix me with it, and then I'll get rid of the waste in many ways, So how's the body now going to do that, It goes in your mouth. It goes in your belly. But on the way, your body takes out what it can at different steps until it gets to your body. Now your body has taken it and mushed it and soaked out everything in it. But it's processed to the point where it's got to the oils. And then the waters will come out through your piss. So the waters in your food now will come out through your piss. They will come out through your sweat. They will come out through your bogey. They will come out through your saliva. They will come out through many things. The oils, will come out through your skin, But get this, the distillation points of all these, it goes deeper. So it goes deep only to then come back again to you, But then get this, like I said, the waste particles of it, then becomes your hair that grows everywhere on your body except for your palms. It means laminin, it's very rich in you. The more hair you have, it means that's how rich, You're doing very well. You're doing good, But then get this, You see earth, you see our surrounding. Our surrounding is the same thing. Earth, that's why I said at the beach, earth is water and earth and water, earth, air and sun above it, right? You see, as these four things coming together also give the ground we walk on and everything we do laminin. And it also has secretion. It gets to a point where it's laminin, Because remember, earth also has a core, where the lava, the heart of earth. And it does the same thing our body does. Generates energy that pumps blood around and pumps to the core and pumps in and out, So earth does the same thing. But the waste, when the earth is good, when the earth is laminin rich, there's a lot of waste deposits around that area. But remember, laminin is the richest part of earth, so it will be rich waste. You will see that area is full of diamonds and golds. Those, are the deposits of a good combination of these four things in that area is an indication of how good the soil is. Your hair is carbon. Your nails are carbon. It's technically exactly how diamonds and gold are formed. You can say your hair, is like the soft hair is like the gold formulation. It's soft. and the hard is your hair, the hard one and your nails are the diamond formulation. It's the same thing. One is by pressure and one is by slow heat. And eventually the slow heat will secrete as gold. And eventually one of them will, the pressure, will push it into a diamond piece. The waste of this continuous glue, laminin 111, that bonds you, that holds you together, that holds life together, will eventually come out as your hair. What a burqa, I can prove. Listen, I can prove, I'll get 50,000 random Muslim women, who are avid, who are avid burqa wearers because they think it will lead them to God and life, Allah, But let me tell you, before you can be led to Allah, you have to first take what Allah has given you, use what Allah has given you, and then Allah would know, that you have listened. I said, take off your burqas, sisters. Take off your burqas and see, if it's leading you to life or if it's leading you, to a slow death. I said, take off your burqas, moms. And see if it's leading you to life. And see for yourselves. Listen, because Africans, didn't take on the burqa at the rate they expected it, Listen, they eventually, brought in the burqa, but from a different standpoint. Do you know how they did it? Let me tell you, they know, that they're breaking you at the laminin level. And if you can see that your hair is dropping out like chemotherapy does to you, if you can see that, then you're going to have the clear indication, that there's something wrong with me. So they brought in wigs and they made black women, feel the need to wear someone else's head. Listen, black women cry every day behind the mirror. I swear to you. They sit behind the mirror trying to make their hair, trying to make their hair look good, But you see, their own hair, they spend 2 minutes on it. Because all they need to do is tie it and pat it down. So it's so patted that it's not aired. So patted that if they had it, they'll shave it. Because they're so ashamed of their own hair. Once the enemy achieved getting them to feel like that, and then he brought in, charmed Indian hair. Why? Because get this, they will cry behind the mirror. They will hide their own beauty, and then they will take the charmed Indian hair and they will put it physically on their own head. But from that moment, all the glory, all the life that Nanyame wants to give them, is shining on someone else's dead sacrifice. Because that's what charmed Indian hair is about. They go to the temple and they sacrifice their hair so their hair can be used as a weapon against you. So get this, these black women are walking around, oh my God, twisting and turning and twisting and turning, but inside they're breaking. Inside they're so deficient and so much. Inside they're not real. Inside they're dying. Because get this, they're wearing a burqa and they're not aware of it. Because their face receives a bit of sun, their face looks good. You understand what I'm saying? They're wearing a burqa and they're not aware of it. They'll go and sit in churches and they preach it because their preacher's trying to cut them away from life anyway, and has managed to do that by the environment in the first place. Listen, one, he took away air, proper air. Air-conditioned air is artificial air. In fact, is killing your regeneration cells. One, he took you away from under the sun. Oh, good. The sun is for growth. Lights. They kill, because they don't react, they don't ion up with your system, they actually kill you and degenerate you too, the walls, they're not living walls, free, taking you away from earth. 4, you're not sat in a pool of one of the richest waters, like at the beach, a neat clean beach, and immersed under these 4 elements. You're away from that. Why? Because now we can pump gases into our air, and then use that. Because you see, the brain is a very sensitive, it's easily fooled. The brain is easily fooled. Listen, just get people to sit in a confinement and get it so they're not aware that the air can be restricted. Restrict the air slowly to the point they don't feel it, and just add a little bit of gas. You only need to add a little bit of gas, but it has to be gas that doesn't smell. Wait for it to take hold, They won't know, and then start chatting shit. Start chatting shit. Listen, they'll listen to you for a bit. And some of them will try and make sense of, and if you're not careful, some of them will make sense of what you're saying. But get this, you see the minute, they hit a spot where air comes into the, shut up, mate. Try to have a peaceful day, mate. Fresh air. Clear the head. They get you to sit down so your blood flow is not right. They get you to sit down for hours. But they don't take the money at the beginning, do they? You're fresh. They wait till later. They have to exhaust you first. There's a formula for this. There's a formula for this. Okay. I've spent a lot of time on that. So, that's Anopa. Okay. 4 hours. Done. But you're not wearing a burqa because you're accessing life. The third pot is called Area Mre. Remember, you've done water, you've done air, you've done earth. Now you need the Bunsen burner. You need the heat to help, break these things down to their molecular level. And plus add the energy of the sun to it. That's the third pot. Area Mre. Area means sun. Mre means time. So in other words, in English, you say sun time. Again, fully exposed as much as possible. Light clothing, or entoma. Entoma is you throw you throw the cloth around you, but underneath your armpits. So your shoulders are up because you're trying to access the sun, but you don't want to be indecent, so you've covered to your bosom, and it's light, so you're airy. It's light, so you're airy. The air is getting in there. You understand what I'm saying? But Area Mre, sun time, it means you need to be under the sun, period. 4 hours. That whole clock is called Area Mre. 4 hours. Because it is now that you're actually putting the chemistry, to heat into the chemistry. You do that, for 4 hours. Area Mre. No burqa. Now, the next pot, which is the fourth pot, this is the pot, where you have a choice. Say for example, you are what? Say you have to go somewhere because after 12 o'clock the sun's really hot and the human is not meant to be underneath it because that sun is for the trees. The trees, they need something harder than we need, to get their rays out of that. That's for them. Listen, that is for them. So we need to be out of it. But say you have no choice, and for whatever reason you have to be under it, you can then choose to wear a burqa because it will kill you anyway. The sun will degenerate you. So by going underneath it, you find yourself aging faster, this, that. So the idea is you need to be out of it. But if you can't be out of it for whatever reason, because you have to get from A to B, then not because of religion. No. You wear the burqa because it is the right thing to wear at that time to protect yourself from the rays, and wear a black one. Why? Because at that time you need to bounce the rays away from you. You need to bounce them away from you. What is this fourth pot called? Yeah, it's called Enjomre. What is Enjom? Enjom means music. Mre again means time. You see? So because they want you outside, because they want you out of the sun, they created music time. But what is music time? In Hebrew iconology country, Hebrew Enjomre is actually Anansi sense is soul time. This is where you gather around underneath the shade of the tree. Because you're not meant to be in the sun. So you gather the kids underneath the shade of a tree. The trees with the biggest branches and leaves that covers everything. But they get this, they're still accessing the best part of everything. The air, the protection of the tree, the shade, but still accessing the heat which their body is collecting and using it to burn. Yeah? And they're listening to stories. You see what I mean? Like if you're out of the shade, if you're out of the sun and you are in shade, then you don't need to wear the burqa. It's just like when you come home from in the snow, yeah, and you're wearing the biggest puffer jacket and you're wearing the massive gloves and your socks, yeah, my goodness, your hat, everything is chock-a-pig, you get me? But when you enter the house, you don't need it. Or when you enter a warm place, you don't need them. So what do? You take them off. So you go under the shade of a tree to listen to Anansi's senses soul. You take off the burqa. Why? Because you're accessing Nanenyame. If you say Allah, then you're accessing Allah. If you say Buddha, then you're accessing Buddha. I say Nanenyame because he tells me the truth. Yeah? So you take off the burqa because it's not conducive for your health and it cuts you away from life. And in fact, the only time, like I said, when the sun, so even that, you look at the temperature, you take the temperature. This is a burqa temperature. This is a burqa temp. Yeah, we got burqa temp now. Yeah, this, you know what I mean? You protect the kids. Or just put umbrellas on. All you're doing is bouncing off the sun's ray because it's too hot for your body and you don't want to age fast. The fifth pot, you're telling, remember, sorry. So the fourth pot, Enjumre, what do we do at that time? We tell stories under the tree, and we dance and we sing. What are we doing? We're exercising the body physically, but also from internal, the singing, vocals, you see singers, some of the best singers, like look at Celine Dion. You see how healthy she has been over the years until now, her health issues is due to it's down to sadness right now, but when she was a happy person, you see how slender and beautiful and how everything, like her, you understand what I'm saying? Because listen, she didn't have to run. If you exercise from the inside, you burn. And you burn right. If you exercise from the outside, you're hurting yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So, in terms of food, you follow the same cycle. Always taking that combination. And then allow the sun to burn it at the right time. And then when the sun has gone down, at Anajo, Ano means mouth. Jo means cool or peace. So the mouth should become cool. The mouth should become peaceful. What does that mean? At this time in Jumre, you're singing, shouting, clapping, telling hyper stories. But now you need to calm the stories down because the body's getting ready to go to bed. You need to calm the kids down. You need to calm down their energy levels So it's either evening food. It's going to be something, really, really earthy and not too sweet. Not sweet at all. Yeah, not sour, but not sweet. Because why? Sugars, they hype you up. Yeah, and nothing heavy because they're going to bed and there's no sun to help them, digest that food. So get this, the sun they've collected is already being used to digest what's in them. So it has to be liquidy, so fast digesting. Yeah, and it has to be light. So their bellies don't find itself working. That's why kids don't sleep sometimes when their bellies are and they're thinking, oh my goodness. Yeah, and you understand what I'm saying? So you have to do it like that. But the only time you wear the burqa is at Njumre, the 4th pot. And that's from 12 o'clock all the way to 4 o'clock. When the sun's rays is normally at its highest. Now, Anuaju, I said, cool down, calm down, chill. Another 4 hours until the last pot, the 6th pot. And the 6th pot is called Adir Asa. Adir means something. Adir means everything. Asa means finished. So everything is finished. What is everything? Everything is time. Time is everything. Everything you did because of time. Everything you did because you were given time to do it. But it's the ultimate time we're talking about. The ultimate time. Yeah? Because it is the ultimate time which gives you your time before you can give your manager a second. Otherwise, your manager will hear the ultimate time has denied him of you or your presence at work today. He won't give a shit, but that's the point. Yeah? So get this. That's the Owari time code. 4 equals 24 hours. This is the clock that humanity should have been on. A clock that gives you more. A clock that leads you to life. A clock that explains life. A clock that fights for you. A clock that gives you your human rights back. A clock that tells you Nanenyame. Yeah, if you want to call him Allah, yeah. He loves you. But he loves you at the laminin pool. Yeah. And until you dip yourself, yeah, in the absolute glue of life that he has provided for you, yeah, then he won't give you any more. If you're starving yourself, yeah, of these things and then praying to him, he's not listening. Because what else do you want him to give you? Because get this, if he touches you today and you spring up back to life and you are nice and your hair is back, you go back to wearing the burqa the next day and carry on doing the same things and not realize that, hold on, I'm meant to display Enimonyam. Enimonyam means the essence of beauty. And what is the essence of beauty? You see, your laminin pool is different, smells different, looks different, has different colors to mine. Why? Because get this, the Bible also gives you a clue. It tells you, yeah, that everything on the face of this planet was made, yeah, for all of us, yeah. But not everything on the face of this planet will suit everyone. So you can't see everything and eat it. And it's not religious, yeah. It's a personal thing. I'm allergic to peanuts. Yeah, I'm allergic to penicillin. Someone is not allergic to peanuts and he's not allergic to penicillin. Someone, yeah, is allergic to just penicillin, not peanuts. But there are other things that I'm not allergic to that they're probably allergic to. You see what I mean? So it means, yeah, I won't be able to eat peanuts, but I'll be able to eat something else that someone who eats peanuts cannot eat. Now, everything was made for us. And anyway, there are different variations of everything. So if this variation ain't good for you, it doesn't mean another variant of it ain't good for you. So when you think about that, yeah, that I'm allergic to something, it means my genetic makeup pool is different from you because you're not allergic to it. And just because we eat everything else together doesn't mean we're the same. Because we have different, God deals with us on different levels, on individual statuses. But he can only do that. Why? Because he sat At the tiniest molecular, at the tiniest. So basically, if you try to deal, if one human, so the president of Ghana is trying to deal with Ghanaians, but we're all his size and some of us are bigger than him, we overwhelm him all the time. We overwhelm him. We're his size. We are. He sees some of us as mountains over him, but God sees all of us, at the tiniest version, at the tiniest point of us, where you can touch everything in one. The human can't get there. Black girls need to stop, wearing wigs. But I'm telling you, your preachers won't tell you, because get this, your preachers need your skull to be warm for your brain to be messed in order for you to give the, they need you, and they need your laminin to break. So get this, if you can see, that your hair is breaking, then you can see that you are actually being put through. Listen, you're actually being put through a chemotherapy session without your realization, because chemotherapy is, we have to poison you in order to kill the diseases in you. So you're actually slowly being poisoned, and your laminin level is being broken and you're not being put together. And because you're not being put together, the secretion of your laminin is not sufficient, and it's not powerful, and it's weak. So your hair is not strong. So your nails, they're not strong. And get this, even your nail, they get you to cover it with Q-test or whatever they call it, So it's not strong. And even when they do it, the Q-test, you can do it. But get this, there are natural things you can use to do these things. They don't use that. They use artificial ones, which actually, eat back into your nail. And by you not seeing your actual nail, you don't know the health of your nail. And this was the indication of the health of your inside, because it's what your nail is coming out. That's why when you lose your nail, you see it developing, how? From very soft wet tissue to slowly coming up. That's laminin quickly coming to try and regenerate that area, the deepest part of the oils of you. Chum coming up. You see, Hebrew iconology, it's not a religion, it's a way of life. We're just like the Egyptians, because the Egyptians descended from us, and I can prove it. Watch this. In Hebrew iconology, we have a writing, it's called a soul's writing. It's called Edinkra. It is hieroglyphics in English. It's hieroglyphics in Freemasonry. It's hieroglyphics, in Egyptology. We have one called Edinkra. And you see the Edinkra is also translated as the writings of the souls. The writings of the souls, And I put it to you, that in our language, they say, you see the word book, they say it's Ngoma, Ngoma. But the word book, you will never see an ancient Akan book. You see some people attempting to write but it's very, the Bible is about the tree Bible is the most comprehensive one, but we don't have ancient ones. That's because we never wrote, but we have alphabets called phonetic alphabets, which no one gave to us. We had. So why didn't we write? Because get this, we are Earth's people. Go to a Canland, you will see, everything about them is to do with the earth, But watch, you see this book, they say the book is called Ngoma, But watch, everything about them is to do with the earth, not just earth, like earth, water, sun, and air, these four things. So they're exploring life. And they've never written a book, but yet they're called books, Ngoma. And I put it to you, they had one book, just one. And the book was stolen. And then the book was translated into a way that people cannot understand it. And then the secrets of this book, called Ngoma, was hidden in a different book. So it's hidden in plain sight. Listen, it's hidden in plain sight. But no one can see it. And because it's no longer written in their language, they don't recognize it. So let me break down, Ngoma for you, Ngo means oil. or oils. Mat means full. So it is a book that was full of oils. But why was it full of oils? Because my people discovered, that you see, life is at the molecular level. The Bible will tell you, you see, the Bible says, that your body is the temple of God. So therefore you are to keep it clean. How do you keep the body clean? You can't take a broom into your body and clean it. But the how you keep it clean is by watching what you put in it. So get this. You see potatoes, the food inside is not the cleanest part of that food. The distillation of that food to its absolute molecular level is the best part of that food. And it is actually the only part you're looking for. The other part is for fiber. It's actually the one that keeps you alive is the molecular level of everything. To its absolute. So get this, Since everything was made for us, but not everything will suit us, it means we need to find, everything that will suit you, and then distill that to its absolute molecular level and give you all the oils for that. And that is how you keep the temple of God clean, by distilling the food to its absolute cleanest level and then topping yourself up with all the oils that are suitable for you. That means you're giving yourself, a fast dose of healing. Because your body is going to do that job, but you've made it quicker, by getting to it. So it is, and also you can give yourself the right dosage. Because do you know how much spinach you need to eat to get the right dosage of whatever it is you're looking from out of spinach? A lot. But if you distill them into the oil base, then you only need a little trinkle of each time. And when people are sick, these are the oils, that we were meant to turn to. So you got cancer, we turn to the book of oils and goma, oh yes, oh okay. So this oil, that oil, this oil to be administered like this. And each oil that is administrable to you, can be used to make a concoction to be massaged. So then your treatment comes from where? Inside and outside, and meets.
You have to treat your environment.
These.
Like the creator treats his or her environment. Why? Let's take the ideology of heaven. Let's take the ideology of heaven and hell. Watch this. The ideology of heaven is you're good. And then you go to heaven. And when you go to heaven, from that moment, you never, listen carefully, you never have to work again. That's the ideology of heaven. That you never have to work again. From this moment on, everything is given to you. Everything is given to you. Every door is open for you. All your desires, all your capabilities are open to you. Everything you are is at your feet. The idea of heaven is you get all this just because you were good once. You keep getting. The idea of hell is simple. Where you're being given in heaven, in hell, you have to give. You have to give. You understand what I'm saying? You have to give everything you are. Everything you are. But in heaven, everything you are is given to you. So when you open your heart to someone, when you open your heart, and when you don't wait for them to tell you what their problems are, you don't wait for them to tell you how they're feeling, you don't wait for them to tell you what they need, and you can just see it, you can just feel it, and because you can see it and because you can feel it, you act on it. You act on it as best as you can, and then you see that person brighten up again, you see that person happy again. But then you see the kindness you've done to this person, all of a sudden, has turned against you. What do? Do you defy the laws of gravity and take back what you gave out of anger? Or do you just close back your heart? Do you just close it back and protect it again? I advise you to simply just close it and protect it.
Now here you are. Baby, you are strong. You are wise. You are worth beyond 1,000 reasons why. And you can be perfect, baby, 'cause nobody's perfect, darling. But no, there's nobody in the world like you.
If we're gonna lead you to life, yeah, listen, to find your maker, you will find your maker at the beginning of you. The beginning of you is laminin 111, because the glue had to have been made first, and the glue had to have been present first, yeah, before any part that has to bond to any other part, yeah, could have been present. And any religion, yeah, that is not leading you, yeah, to your laminin, yeah. So like the song says, Nananyame keeps giving us, yeah. He gave you a full lock of hair, beautiful, and he gave you so much that you eating, and your laminin is so rich, and he's so proud, because why? As he keeps pumping laminin into your life, into you, and your hair's coming out all nice, and people are meant to say, oh my God, look how blessed that girl is, look how blessed that boy is. You understand what I'm saying? And instead, yeah, you've gone and covered it. To make it worse, yeah, you've gone and taken the essence of beauty of another person and you've put it over yours, as if you're saying that, you see, Nanenyame, yeah, that he's a God who made a mistake, who doesn't think. Why? Because he didn't know the future. He didn't know that you were going to hate yourself like this. Yeah, why didn't he make you perfect? You're saying he didn't make you perfect, yeah, and that he made the other person perfect. That's why you're chasing Amina, an Indian person's hair. But the Indian person is doing it, yeah? So to take away, yeah, the essence of your beauty. So to come and lead you and become your master one day. Because when you don't see any value in yourself, you start seeing value in the people who you put onto. Yeah, you start seeing value in them. And then they use that advantage to come and sit over you. And that's how the men did it. They starved the women of laminin because the women were too fiery. When women get up, it's mad. The women were too fiery, so they had to lower the laminin levels. They had to lower them. It's pitiful, yeah. It's pitiful. I used to know girls at university, yeah, and I never seen them like proper. Sometimes I see them in the hijab, yeah, and you see the beauty of the essence of their beauty, but their face, yeah. But then one time, yeah, I had the opportunity. One girl, I kind of caught off guard, yeah. I turned the corner, she's straightening out her hijab. Yeah, and she's my friend, so I turned the corner and she's right there. But her hijab was off and she was just about to put on. And her hair had receded backwards and it looked so light for such a young girl.
The silence is in the way. It feels like it's getting hard to breathe. I know you feel like dying, but I promise we will take the world to
And you got women that are fighting for the burqa. Listen, I'm telling you, there's only a 4-hour period of the day you should wear a burqa. Yeah, why are you fighting? Why are you fighting to be denied of life? Yeah, and I'm not supporting the West. I'm not saying now start taking off your clothes and start showing up. No. I'm saying, yeah, find a way to access more of the life that Allah's giving you before Allah can even give you more. And stop listening to the man. Yeah, because the man, yeah, wants to have power. And power, yeah, you have to make the people, yeah, below you, you have to make them submit. And the only way to make someone submit, yeah, is to dumb them down. Because get this, you see, when you can't dumb someone down to make them submit, yeah, you have to fear that person. And you see, women, if you can't make them submit to you, you'll be looking over your shoulder every day. Otherwise, you'll be cooking your own fucking food, mate.
That I will look after his kingdom too. And as you know, the ideology of heaven is when you're good, heaven opens to you. When you're bad, heaven closes its doors to you. But you see hell, yeah, its doors are always open because it is just set up to take from you. The temporary benefits will soon catch up.
Yeah. Soon your hair will fall out, the temporary benefits. Soon your teeth will fall out, the temporary benefit. Soon your bones will get weak, the temporary benefit. Soon, yeah, you see these oils, and Goma, the book of oils. Every oil you take is good for your joints, everything. Every oil from any type of food you take, you're being greased inside out. Nanenyame wants you to be introduced to the book of Ngoma, the book of Laminin 111, the book of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. My case against the BURKA.
Jealous of the rain that falls upon your skin. It's closer than my hands have been.
And also the sale of wigs in Ghana and across the world. My case against the BURKA and the sale of wigs that takes away the glory of God, that takes away, yeah, the glory of you, that takes away the indications that tell the human life that you're reaching the point where you need Jinyame. Listen, the law, our governments, they're not there for anything else but for our good. So if I point out something that's definitely not good for you, then it is for them, yeah, to put it into the law to protect their people, yeah. The onus is on us, yeah, to discover, and we've discovered that the laminin pool is the best of everything, and it comes out as a waste deposit, and that waste comes out as diamonds and golds, lush hair and lush fingernails, and everything else, and is an indication of how good our insides are. And therefore, yeah, this is sacred grounds. This is the temple that Anenyame speaks of, and thus we should protect this more than we protect the places of worship that they talk about that have no life in them. Lawyer number one, today is your day. This is what your soul wants us to know. What do you say? Yeah, I know what you say. I know, because you're not connected. But we'll see, because I'm going to prove this in the court of law, in accordance to the requirements of knowledge.
I'm jealous of the love.
A case for life. A case for Laminin 111. A case for the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. A case for humanity. The Book of Ngoma, The Case of Life, coming soon. Case closed.